Welcome to today's deep dive. We have a stack of information from HDTV Supply in front of us today focused on a very specific piece of hardware.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche piece of gear.
Right, it's the Intelix AUD-340 3-input audio amplifier. Our mission is to take what looks like a totally dry list of technical specs.
And translate it into a really fascinating look at how sound is engineered in the public spaces you visit every single day.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. At its baseline, this unit is a 40-watt Class D amplifier.
Housed in a painted aluminum enclosure.
Right. But looking at the spec sheet, it specifically highlights that it's designed for 70-volt or 100-volt outputs. Why highlight the voltage like that?
Well, what's fascinating here is that this specific voltage tells us exactly who this product is for.
So not for my living room?
Definitely not. In a typical home theater, your speaker wires are relatively short.
Sure.
But commercial spaces like corporate facilities or churches or schools, they need speakers spread out over hundreds of feet.
Wow, yeah, that makes sense.
So a 70-volt or 100-volt system lets you daisy-chain dozens of speakers over massive distances without losing power along the way.
And it's a Class D amplifier, right?
Right, which just means it runs incredibly cool and efficiently.
Making it this invisible workhorse.
Exactly, meant to be tucked away in a ceiling or a closet, just running reliably all day long.
That makes total sense. Now, looking at the inputs, it has 2 analog audio inputs and 1 digital one. But there's a feature listed on the balanced microphone input that really caught my eye. It's called ducking. So what does this all mean? How does an amp even know what to duck?
Ducking is actually one of those audio engineering tricks you've experienced 1,000 times, but probably never knew the name for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, essentially it's the automatic lowering of background audio the moment a signal comes through the microphone.
Oh, like the amp is actually listening for the electrical current from the mic?
Literally listening for it, yes. Think about your own experience. You know, you're walking the halls of a school, ambient music is playing, and suddenly the principal makes an announcement.
The music drops.
Seamlessly dips down, the voice comes through crystal clear, and when they're done, the music swells right back up.
That is the ducking feature just doing its job automatically.
Without anyone having to constantly ride a volume dial.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because the versatility they've packed into this little box is wild.
It really is.
It has standard bass and treble adjustments, but looking closer at that mic input, it lists 3 distinct modes.
Right, you can set it to a standard line level.
Or a 48 decibel gain.
Or a 48 decibel gain with 48-volt phantom power.
Okay, why on earth does an amplifier need to provide power to a microphone?
That's a great question. Phantom power is actually crucial for high-end sensitive microphones.
Because they need electricity to operate their internal circuitry?
Precisely. So instead of running a separate clunky power cable just to plug the mic into a wall outlet, the amplifier sends the required 48 volts right down the exact same audio cable.
Same one sending the voice signal back.
Yeah, it completely simplifies the entire setup.
Oh, that's incredibly clever. And looking at how you actually manage the system, it looks like there are 3 different ways to control it.
Push button on the unit itself.
An optional IR kit for a remote control.
And something called an RS-232 connection.
Is that for like the building's IT department?
Exactly. RS-232 allows this little amp to talk to massive building-wide control systems.
So an IT director can manage audio across an entire campus from a central computer.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it becomes clear what the true value proposition is here for commercial buyers.
Because right now, HDTV Supply has this discounted to around $475, right?
Yes, but in the commercial AV world, hardware is only half the equation. They bundle this with free shipping and a 2-year Intelix warranty.
Plus free lifetime tech support via phone, chat, text, and email.
Which is huge. That level of backing proves that reliability and support are just as critical as the performance metrics.
Like the frequency response.
Exactly. It sits between 120 hertz and 20 kilohertz.
Which to an audiophile at home might look like it's lacking deep bass.
But for public spaces, it's completely intentional.
To cut out the muddy bass frequencies that bounce around hallways.
Yep. It ensures human voices cut through the noise with absolute clarity.
It really changes how you look at the ceiling speakers the next time you're waiting in a lobby.
Doesn't it?
So to sum it all up, the Intelix AUD-340 might just look like a small aluminum box on a spec sheet, but it is the unsung hero ensuring clear, perfectly timed audio in your everyday environments.
This raises an important question. The next time you're in a public building and an announcement smoothly overrides the music, what other invisible technologies are quietly orchestrating the environment around you?